Everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Krista and you're watching the Radical Angel Esoterica. This is your April 2019 general and love forecast for the sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I always encourage cross watchers to check out their moon and rising signs. Even if this does resonate with you, I find that those are just as helpful with any underlying issues or extra characters that may play in the month of April for you. So in the interest of time, we're going to be doing a 7-card spread today. It's the horseshoe spread. I find it very detailed yet simple. And this is general and love for the month of April 2019. As always, I'll be drawing the oracle cards here for additional information. So Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 2019. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs, April 2019. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, April 2019. All right, Taurus. I will be looking at the bottom of the deck for general energy. With regard to your reading today as well. Oh, lots of truth, lots of big decisions. Something really, really keeping you stuck here. I think for all my Taurians watching, you know exactly what this is, straight up. Straight up. You are actively, for whatever reason, no judgment call, you're actively avoiding something here. You're avoiding a very evident truth. And the result will be, and I get it, we avoid truth because it elicits change, it elicits awareness, and with awareness comes a conscience about something that you would rather not take a look at, and it's going to wind you up in the same position you are now. So if you're comfortable and you don't want any change and you don't want to make a decision, then there's really no point in you even watching this, because look at this. Big time, institutional change, big time. So you're avoiding something here to get what you've always had. And it could just be strictly self-protection at this time, Taurus. If that's the case, I would really legitimately, privately, or with a registered counselor, really start to chip away at what it is here that's got you addicted or codependent or stymied, or in some way doing, saying, or being something or someone that is really, when you think about it, beneath you. And this is a big deal. We have four major arcana here. Something is desperately trying to get your attention, Taurus. And what's desperately trying to get your attention is information and unadulterated truth. that you would rather not know or make a decision about. Or that, there is an opportunity here to get more information, but there's something, it's almost like you're way too comfortable, and it has something to do, it's a big deal. This is an institution. Church, government, law. This could be something, it's the institution of the family, the marital institution. Okay? And what's under that? Oh my gosh. I'm not even making this up. Taurus, this is a big month for you. It's a big month for you because the Lovers denotes an enormous decision. And not life or death, but, and I really do mean this because of what's going on here with all this air energy. These are swords. This is truth, evidence, research. The king is the king is the lawyer, the judge, for example. This is the truth teller. So an enormous decision needs to be made here. Lovers is decision time, believe it or not. Wow, okay. I don't have any Taurus in my chart, and then there's a King of Pentacles under that. I'm going to stop looking, so I'll read the whole book of tarot here for your reading, and we are already, wow, time goes by so fast when I'm reading for you guys. I'm not sure why that is. This is a lot. This is something big is happening. Whenever I see the Hierophant by itself, the Chariot by itself, Judgment, the Devil, the Lovers by themselves, even in and amongst other cards, it's a big deal because of what they represent. There is so much going on here. There is such a gargantuan opportunity here for you to make a conscientious shift. And the reason I'm saying that and not one of the heart, for example, this is a transformation of the mind and belief system, Taurus. So it ain't no small potatoes, you know what I mean? This is a big deal, and it will have incredibly deep impacts, or it's calling you to make a very definitive decision. Generally speaking, when we see the Lovers, it's about accepting something and by virtue of that, rejecting something. It's a very big decision. We have Judgment, a second chance here. We have some Cancerian energy here, someone who feels like they have it together. They've got the dark and the light. Everything's equal. You're forging ahead. Anyway, that's what I'm just getting a little clue in all together. Of course, let's look at them one by one. So your past is pretty cozy. We're all the way down to a 2. It's pretty low on the totem, but 2s are pretty cozy. You do have a 2 of Swords over here. I would say the Pentacles and the Swords are a little bit of the tricky 2s. The Cups and the Wands for the 2s are really nice. These are, the Wands, for example, is about, what does the future hold? I'm ready to take the next step. The 2 of Cups is really a sense of a soulmate, feeling as though you have a soulmate, someone's on your side, someone gets you on an emotional level, or you can meet someone on an emotional level here where they match your viewpoint. And believe it or not, this is what needs to be undone. When I said something's beneath you here and you're clinging to it, even though the voice in your head or someone has told you that you trust, or somehow, somewhere, this information that this is beneath you is evident to you. So your past suggests that you've been okay with something. You've been okay here. Okay? You're okay with this because someone else is okay with this. Your present is saying you have to rush into the future. This could be travel, sure. But more often than not, because we're dealing with Cancerian ruled Chariot here, we're dealing with a lot of compassionate energy, intuition, balancing, the balance between the light and the dark. What do we have to give? What do we get? So the present is very much, an establishing perhaps what the past was. You could feel stronger or more cemented in something here because of what you've already shared emotionally with someone else. But here is a second chance. Here is a do-over. The Call is the Judgment card in this deck. Judgment, and it could be something as simple as Easter. I get that too. But in the same vein, it has the same energy as a rebirth. There's something, perhaps it's less about you even and more about a situation. Like something, even though you think you're moving in the right direction, you've got all your things tickety-boo, the things you wanted, your full cup is matched with someone else. You know, on the surface, it looks like it could be working or going your way. Here is where the future is saying it's going to come around again. Something is, whatever, if you've tried to get away from something or you think you're moving forward from this as this, so the Two of Cups, my soulmate situation, always and forever, no. Something's going to come around and put it in perspective again for you and force you to look at it through a different lens. So Judgment is, here it is for a second time. Are you sure? That's how I read the Judgment. It's a new opportunity for you to look at something perhaps old or outdated or that doesn't work, or that you've, that voice in the back of your head, for example, that maybe doesn't agree with you. Okay, just something that feels off or wrong, or that there's a cheating situation, there's a bullying situation, just something that in your heart of hearts probably isn't appropriate. So we do have our institutions here as the bottom of the deck energy. Here is you. More information is required. This could be because this is heavy materials, sincerely Taurus, I don't know what this means individually for you, but it's something that's going to shake and rattle your beliefs here, something you would rather not face, something you would rather not hear. The Page of Swords is, it's a little bit, not as much maybe as the Messenger or the Knight, but there could be an element of you'd rather not. Whereas the Knight would be, it's something you don't necessarily want to hear. There could be some depressive energy around it. This could be cold, hard facts, okay? Or someone who's younger than you providing you cold, hard facts, who's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or someone with those qualities, providing very cold, hard facts for you. But because this is in your position, you're being asked to become this energy or this person, I think you really need to face something from an evidence perspective, from literature, sources, citations, journals, maybe more scientific, legal, maybe more from a institutional perspective. It could even, the world of art, okay, the world of architecture, and I'm talking about the boss of the boss, like way up at the tippy top here. So information is needed around something institutional. It could be anything from, the world of, creative or art worlds, or the family, or the institution of marriage, that type of thing. Other information, a big decision is necessary that you don't want to face, and you know what it is. That's how I feel about the Two of Swords every time, all the time, unless something really unusual around it is coming up. I don't think any of this is new for you. I think it's something that's coming round again because it will never go away, because you simply did not deal with it the first time. You were okay with just one person or one thing going your way, so to speak. The challenge is the Queen of Swords. So your challenge, in other words, just looking at the time here, your challenge is unadulterated truth. This is why I know this is being avoided, because it's information that needs to be gathered. It could be upsetting, a new opportunity to do something with it, something around a big concept here, it's got a big hold on you. Very much Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. You'll notice this big massive owl on her shoulder. This is always truth. This is always seeing the shadow, and this is coming out the other side. This is an incredibly bright, strong, personally empowered woman or man, person who can come off a little bit cold. This person can be accused of being cold, but they're extremely independent. They are your challenge, or that energy is your challenge this month. And then, of course, the Devil card. What is going on there? What's going on with the Devil card? Why is that your challenge? We're going to clarify that for you. Clarify the Devil as the outcome. Why is the Devil the outcome? This is status quo. This is nothing changes. Remarkable. Someone is trying to help you with information that is in opposition to what you know and believe. You're given a second chance. In fact, you're not given it, because this isn't even a joke or a game anymore. This is just not going to go away until you face it. So, oh my word. Okay. Holy smokes, Taurus. It's a big awakening. A big awakening is available for you in the month of April. This reading got incredibly long. I'm so sorry. They're only supposed to be 12 minutes. Something has to fall apart here, Taurus, and I think you're in a much, much better position doing it yourself. I always encourage people to do it themselves, because if it falls down for you, it could be traumatic and upsetting, and this is already a little bit upsetting. So I think it's time to face something. If you want to help yourself out of rushing, moving, help out your own heart and level of compassion here by being honest. I mean, the Queen of Swords is really just looking for honesty, clarity, evidence. This is not a liar. The Queen of Air has no time for lies. And you can use that energy to your advantage. This is gathering. I'm going to suggest that we gather more information here. This is where the Page of Swords can be very, very helpful. More information is necessary. Help yourself out at this time, Taurus, because this is a big deal. This will serve you to get the information that you need to move forward. And a miracle could become of it. It could become of the future where there's a new opportunity to figure something out here. Because even if you are comfortable, let's just say you like being trapped, okay? You like creature comforts. You would rather not change this, even if you got more information, you're just like, no, I'd rather not. To clarify that card was too bad. You have to deal with it anyway. So I'm telling you, for your own, comfort, just do some digging, maybe do some soul searching, try to figure some things out for yourself or around a major theme. Only you know what it is, Taurus. As a general reading, I think at the very first glance, when I started rhyming off what some of the energies were, I think you knew immediately what you are applying that to. But no matter what happens here with your comfort zone, it ends. So I think that's a really nice opportunity for you to be the boss of that. Don't you? Instead of saying, I'm comfortable, I'm gonna, wait and see. I'd rather not do anything. I don't want to make a decision, right? But the Tower is extraordinary in its ability to create immediate change. So I think it's essential that you try to do that for yourself. Don't let the image throw you off here. It's time to disconnect from the world. Retreat basically just means from walking away from other people and their opinions at this time. This is a very solitary energy. Anytime we're dealing with air or swords, as it were, swords energy, very solitary. It's you doing the research. It's you having to make a decision. It's you having to listen to your higher intellect. okay? All about the intellect. Like I said, could be considered cold energy, but that card knows a lot of information. And they can be very helpful with healing and generating personal strength. So this could really, that energy could behoove you this month. But I'm really shocked. I gotta tell you, I don't know what I expect sometimes going into these readings. My word, this got long. Sorry about that. I don't know what I expect, I guess. Not this, but big time changes in April for you. I would be your own best friend and help yourself out and get the information and the help that you need, because something that you thought was gone is coming around for a second time. Soulmates, you do have 2 soulmate cards here. Could be having to do strictly with a soulmate, someone you thought you knew very well, turns out to be someone you don't know very well once you get new information, or you start asking the right questions, or you start looking through a different lens at a situation that's rearing its head again here for you. And I do feel like even if you do come to a different conclusion at the end of this, if you're willing to give up some of your comforts or ideas, beliefs and so forth, because it's going to be done for you, Taurus, no matter what, you will have someone to turn to. I don't think this means you're going to be alone, but you will have someone to rely on to help you. I think it would be wise to begin the work now. I know you'll be watching this at the beginning of April. Maybe just start asking some deep and hard questions about a situation around an institutional theme here for yourself, Taurus. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope this was helpful. Do join me in the next video for your moon and rising signs, and I look forward to seeing you there. Take excellent care. Bye for now.